boy, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ryan here. Wow, you guys read the title. I think it's safe to say we've all learned a valuable lesson, especially me. You know what I'm saying? Thrash as well, a few others. We learned a valuable lesson from, yesterday as of me uploading this. Actually, I might actually upload this later. I don't know who knows to say. But we learned a valuable lesson, okay? And that's to not get your hopes up. Now, when you have your hopes up like I did, I like a few others, I have my hopes up very high because, or my expectations really very high because, going off of a few other things such as Paris Games Week, which was an amazing show. You know what I'm saying? We're going off of Paris Games Week. And just like, E3 from last year with the orchestra, we went off of that going into the E3 for this year. And I know it's a trend. Both times, we got shafted. We got shafted. When we went from, the E3 from last year with the orchestra to this one, Sony played it safe, and we only got the Spider-Man reveal and a few, updates here and there. That was it. That was it. When we go to this event right here, PSX, we were hyped up from, Paris Games Week. Now, Paris Games Week was a great show. You know what I'm saying? We got the reveal of Ghost of Tsushima. And we got a few other things. We got The Last of Us gameplay reveal. So after getting that, and we got, and getting us to PSX, we got what we got now. One thing I'm going to take note of, and I took note of, is the fact that us hyping these things up ain't really going to do much for us in the long run. You know what I'm saying? The best way to go into all these events, whether it be a PSX, an E3, a Microsoft conference, a Nintendo Direct, you know what I'm saying, a PC-like conference if there is one, you know what I'm saying. The best way to go into these conferences is to go in neutral. Just go in with an open mind. If I would have went into this conference with an open mind, you know what I'm saying, because I actually went back and looked at a few things after I uploaded my video, and I went and looked at a few things. And I can tell you right now, after looking at those few things and taking a few notes, I can tell you that I probably would have rated the show a little higher if I had my expectations very low. Very low. But, let's be real here. I went into this conference expecting a lot. And that was based on really, I don't even want to say it's Sony, but something's telling me it's Sony, purposely did this. But they did say, I forgot about this. They did say that, we shouldn't expect a lot from PSX. I do remember that. That was a while back. It was months ago. However, we had the rumored leaks from Sony that DMC and Resident Evil 2 remake was going to be here. So that right there, pretty much made a lot of people, especially me, forget that, that message, that tweet that he made, or that, that comment. When you go in expecting things like that, and you go in here and you don't get what you're expecting, then that's when, just the rage comes out. You expect things. But I think we've established one thing, okay? Now, I know I might have upset some people with my video. I think some people might have unsubscribed, but it's understandable. But one thing we've established with that very video that I just did, okay? We've established that it doesn't matter if it's Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft, or hell, even PC. Me and King Thrash and everybody on the True Podcast will call it out. We've established that. And I don't think anybody can take that from us. Okay? We will be honest with you. If something is good, we'll tell you it's good. If something's bad, in our opinion, we'll tell you it's bad. Or let's say we didn't like it. We'll tell you we didn't like it. Big Money told me too. A lot of you were sounding like Big Money. He said that, the conference wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. It just wasn't on the level that we're used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? Just like the E3 from this year. You know what I'm saying? Where they just showed Spider-Man and Days Gone and pretty much left. It wasn't bad for, what it was. It wasn't bad. It was bad because it wasn't on the level of the one they did before. They didn't one up the one they did before. All they did was show a few things and basically packed it up and left. Now, this particular conference or whatnot, it didn't even feel like a PSX to me. It just didn't feel like it. It really felt like the best way to describe it, you guys saw that show, or if you guys are familiar with The Walking Dead, you know that little Talking Dead show? It kind of felt like Talking Dead for PlayStation games. You know, all the developers were on the couches, they were just talking about games, and then that was pretty much it. You know, we got a few hints, we got a few updates, we got a few comments from them, and, you know, I think a lot of us wouldn't disagree. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't on the level that'll you know, it was on the level that we were expecting, and that's what I'm saying. That's what my point was. I'm not saying that to anger anybody, but I did get a lot of ignorant comments. That's why I came off the way I did in my video. I had a lot of ignorant comments. I did. You know, dudes just talking all this trash. It's like, bruh, come on, man, come on. We were we didn't even get half the stuff we were promised. That's why I was triggered. Dude's calling me a crybaby. Not really a crybaby. I'm just going off of, you know, what I was expecting to get. That's what I was going off on. You know, but I learned a valuable lesson. I learned a valuable lesson, and a lot of you learned a lot about me as well. Okay? I will tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, whether it be a Sony, a Microsoft, or a Nintendo. Okay? When it comes to these companies, I will tell you what they're doing good, bad, or wrong. So for all the Xbox dudes that have been breathing down my neck saying that I am just a Sony, you know, supporter to the death, you know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to understand, no, I'm a gamer. I tell it how it is. But I had to let you guys know, man, that just this sort of thing, it needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? It needed to be said. And I wanted to get that point across. And I told you guys, man, if Sony messes up, I'll be the first one there. King Thrash beat me to it, but I'll be the first one there to tell you, hey, look, listen, Sony, I love you, but that wasn't something that I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft, again, Microsoft has had numerous chances to win me over as a fan, but they simply didn't do any of that, and that's why Microsoft is in the position that they are. Now, when I said that Sony has been giving out a lot of like L's to these companies, they have. Let's be real here. Sony has been dominating. They've been destroying the competition. You know? And really, they destroyed the competition to a point where I actually agree with one of my subscribers who commented on that very video that I just did. I'm actually gonna upload this very late. This is gonna be a pretty funny train of upload because I gotta legit get my point across. But y'all get what I'm coming from. But I agree with that subscriber. He said that, you know, Ryan, should they or should they not have less events? I believe they should have less events. It's less stress on them. It's less stress on us. And we know what we're getting in the long run. Okay? We know what we're getting in the long run. Like, we don't need to worry about a PSX. We don't have to worry about a Paris Gamescom. Or Paris Games Week, I'm sorry. We don't have to worry about a Gamescom. Instead, we should just have 3 set ones that we should be worried about. We should be worried about PSX, Tokyo Game Show, and E3. Those should be the main 3 that we should be having. And the rest of them, you know what I'm saying, could just be small stuff. Like, let's say, like, don't get me wrong, they can still do these shows like Paris Games Week. You know, they can just announce probably one game. You know what I'm saying? One game and then like a few updates, you know, like a few gameplay updates on this, that, and the third. You know, maybe a few release dates. You know, they can still do those shows, but I'm saying instead of like them pushing those like, you know, shows, like big shows, they got to go all out. They don't need to do that no more, especially when they don't have any competition. Now, I agree with OBJ the Don, 110%. He said that Sony blew their load at Paris Games Week. I believe so. I believe so as well. I believe they thought they had to go all out because of the One X, because they had to show, like, yeah, this console's powerful, but this most powerful console isn't putting out games on our caliber. So that was their trick. That was their, you know, their strategy, and it worked. You know what I'm saying? It worked in their favor. Pretty much they won NPD, and they pretty much won December for the most part. Nintendo especially has done a great job. Okay? And, you know, I think we all can agree that just, you know, they did what they needed to do. Sony, again, you know what I'm saying? Sony did a good job at, you know, at least, you know, staying true to their roots. You know, they start off very slow and then they pump out the exclusives. But at times where, you know, there are times when they pump out the exclusives that they tend to overdo it, and that's what Sony pretty much did with with Paris, Paris Games Week. But I learned a lesson. And I think a lot of you will agree with me 110%. Is that we shouldn't overhype anything, and I agree with that 110%. So those of you who were sending me messages, hey, I ain't mad at nobody. I'm not heated. I was just letting my emotion, like how I felt on the event. I believe that the event just wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I didn't feel like great. I didn't feel like it was worthy really of a show. And especially, I was thinking of those people who were already there as well. That was also adding to my anger, because if you guys remember, the guys that were there, they spent over $100. Over $100. They spent like 150 or something like that, or they spent over $100. I forgot the set price. I got to ask King Thrash. He was there, and they're the early people that were in there. So you know what I'm saying. But I'm glad I didn't spend that amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I didn't spend that. And I know King Thrash definitely. Because I'm telling you right now, y'all think King Thrash went off in his video? Nah, that wasn't. It would have been 3 times worse if he spent that much money on the event and got that sort of a show. That's how I went about it. But, man. My point is, man, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter who it is. It don't matter what company it is. I'm here for you guys. I will tell you how it is. You know what I'm saying? I need to speak the positives and the negatives on both, on all three, really. And that's just my attitude as a late. And, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who understands where I come from. And a lot of you, you understand. But again, still, this is one of those situations where you should never let your excitement get the better of you, and you should just always go in with an open mind. Just like I do my videos, like my videos that you guys love, I always do it with an open mind, and that's how I should do all these events from this point forward. So this point forward, I'm not ever going into these conferences with high expectations. I'm actually going to take a note from Hard 8 Times. He said it, perfectly. Never go into these events with high expectations. Go in there with low expectations, and that way you will have a better understanding and more of a meaning, or more of a sense of like you have more of a sense and a grip on it, what you really want to say, if you go in with a open mind. So that's where I'm gonna stand on that. Okay, I appreciate everybody again, and that's pretty much it. I will see you guys. Actually, I'll see you guys Monday, because I have Randall Thor on the channel. I'm gonna have a discussion with him live on the channel, talking with you guys. And I hope you guys like the Google Hangout format for the Truth Never podcast. That's going to be the format from this point forward. We're going to be doing that every Friday, 8 o'clock as always. And that's it, man. That's it. PSX, after, watching a few things over and over. Was it a great show? Still wasn't a great show. I wouldn't say it was a great show, but I'm not as harsh on it as I was. If I legit look at that the way I just did, where I was have my expectations high, absolutely, it would be a trash show. That's why, I'm gonna leave that video up, because that's legit. That's how I felt when I reviewed it. But I'm saying, if I went into it the way I'm doing right now, the way I'm talking about it, I'm saying, I'd just be I would say, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't necessary at the same time. That's the real best way to to go into that conference. It wasn't a good show. At the same time, it wasn't necessary. We didn't need that type of show. We really didn't need it. Sony just could have just really just went with the MPD and be done. They could have shown the Death Stranding gameplay from Game Trailer. They really didn't have to show Death Stranding at the Game Trailer Award. They could have just saved that for PSX and then did that. Obviously, God of War, we could have got that, but we'll see. We're getting more details tonight. We're getting more details from PSX, so they're gonna be live doing it. I don't think there's gonna be an actual conference. If there is, then we'll stream it. But again, I don't think so. But I learned a valuable lesson, and I'm gonna give a shout out to all of you who were talking to me, basically calming me down in a sense, giving me your gratitude or your words on that. And like I said beforehand, back when I had 80 subs beforehand, man, I gotta be real with y'all. I'm appreciative to what I got, and I'm very appreciative to every last one of you for supporting the channel. And your feedback goes a long way. Your feedback, made me, the YouTuber that I am, and it made the content that you guys like on the channel. And, that's something that I got to take note of. That my subscribers, the fan base that I've created, and just the overall presence that I've made here on YouTube is one of those presents that you don't want to ruin off of just emotion. You know what I'm saying? You want to let that presence go forward. You want to continue to push that presence into the right direction. And I'm very appreciative to everybody. I really am. So that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all later. Yeah, it's early. I know. I'm gonna go ahead and go chill, man. But see you guys Monday. And later on today if I gotta drop, a video for anything major. But that's it. You guys have a good one. Like always, y'all stay blessed, y'all be easy, and I have love for all y'all. Much love, man. And that's it. I'll see y'all later. Deuce.